All right, let's get started here with 7.4.1 factoring. So the next section is, it's really big, so we break it up into these small little things for you, okay? It's pretty much going to encompass the rest of chapter 7 here. So the overarching theme is factoring, I guess, in order to solve an equation, okay? So up here, these are two pieces, okay, that we just went over. Okay, these are multiplying polynomials, specifically a monomial times a binomial. So let's go ahead and solve these. So I'm going to distribute the 2 to the 2x and the 2 to the 4. And over here, I would distribute the x to the x and the x to the negative 1. So you can see that the problems are very, very similar. So this would be 2 times 2x, that's 4x. And 2 times 4 is 8, so it's 4x minus 8. Over here, a little bit trickier, x times x is x squared, and x times negative 1 is negative 1x. So I don't really need that, so I'm just going to get rid of it. So it's just x squared minus x. And there you have it. Now, I said factoring. And factoring are things that go into, okay? So we're going to look at these for a moment, all right? And we're just going to talk about it. So what we want to do in factoring is take something in this form and put it in this form, all right? So what do I mean by that? Well, basically what I mean is this. I want to look at this or this and see, what does this and this have in common? I think here on the left, or the right, you can see that both of these pieces have an x, all right? So in order to go from here to here, I would take that x out and pull it out. So I would reverse these arrows and pull it back out. Over here, they don't have an x in common, but they're both even numbers, and 2 goes into all even numbers. So I would reverse those arrows and pull it out. Now, how do I do that? Well, over here, if I find a number that goes into 4 and 8, in this case it would be 2, I would do 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 8 divided by 4 is 4. So the 2 would come outside, and 2x minus 4 would be left on the inside. Now, I could further factor this, okay, and I could have said, hey, I really could have taken a 4 out. So I could have done 4 divided by 4 is 1, 8 divided by 4 is 2, and then it would have been 4, parentheses, x minus 2. Now, which one of those is correct? Well, it's the one that's simplified fully. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this, okay? Now, I'm only going to go over the 6 problems here, and then I'll let you guys do the you try and compare that to the answer key. All right, so number 1 says 9r plus 27. So what I want to do is I want to find something that goes into 9r and 27, and I want to pull that out. So in essence, my answer is going to look something like this. I'm going to have something in parentheses, and I'm going to pull something out, and there'll be a number outside. So what number goes into 9 and 27, Tyler? Very good. 3 does go to 9 and 27, but is there a bigger number, Tyler? 9, very good. So I'm going to pull a 9 out of both 9 and 27. So the 9 would go out here, and this is how I do. Once I figure out this, I do 9 divided by 9 is 1. Okay? This sign stays the same here, all right, because it's positive. 27 divided by 9 is 3. And that's my answer. Okay? So let's go ahead and look at number 2. Number 2 says 12y minus 18. All right, so I am looking for the number that I can pull out. So my answer, remember it's parentheses, there's going to be a number outside, and I'm looking for that number. So what number goes into 12 and 18, Michaela? Very good, 6. 6 does go in. Is there anything larger than 6? No, there's not. So to get this, I do 12 divided by 6 is 2. 18 divided by 6 is 3. And there we go. And I know I can't factor anymore because nothing goes into 2 and 3. All right? So let's Number 3 says 10x squared minus 24y squared. Okay? So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be looking, right? I'm going to be looking for what goes into both this and this. Now the variables are different, so that doesn't work. All right? So now let's look at the numbers. What goes into 10 and 24? 2. So I have this. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. I didn't take anything out from the variable. 24 divided by 2 is 12. And we're done. Because 5 and 12 are different. They can't be reduced anymore. X and Y are different, so they can't be reduced. Let's look at number 4. This one says 2x squared plus 24x plus 10, or plus 40. Now we're looking for what can go into all 3 of these. Notice I'm drawing my arrows to signify I'm pulling something out. So I reverse those arrows from earlier. So look at 2. 2 is your smallest number. So think about the numbers that go into 2. 2 goes into 2. Very good. So let's start there. All right. Do they all share an x? No. So we're pretty much done with that. There's just 2 that can go in. So we do 2 divided by 2 is 1. So it's 1x squared. 24 divided by 2 is 12. So that's 12x. 40 divided by 2 is 20. And we're done. Okay. 2 more. All right, they're a little smaller. All right, so I'm going to try and get both of them on right here. All right, we have 4x to the 4th plus 24x cubed. So again, we're looking to what goes into this and this, and we're going to pull it out. Now notice they both share x's, so I'm going to be able to pull an x out. All right? What goes into 4 and 24? 4. Very good. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Okay? X to the 4th divided by x is x cubed. X cubed divided by x is x squared. Now notice there's still x's. So what I have to do is I further have to factor out more x's. So hopefully when you're up here you can see, all right, when they both share the same variable, okay, you pull out the smaller of the variables. So here I could pull out 2 more x's, so my answer would be 4x cubed. Notice I'm pulling out the smaller, okay, 4x cubed. And what's left inside is 1x plus 6. And there we have it. And the nice part about these is you can check to see if you got it right by doing 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 6 is 24. X cubed times x is x to the 4th. X cubed times this would be x cubed. So I know I did it right. All right, the last one I'm going to do for you guys is 8y squared minus 24y. So hopefully you can see that they both share a y, so we're going to pull at least that much out. All right, now the largest number that goes into 8 and 24, Ethan, what is it? 8. Perfect. So we're going to take an 8 out. So 8 divided by 8 is 1. Y squared divided by y is y. 24 divided by 8 is 3. And y divided by y is nothing. So there we go. So that's how you do it. So you're looking for the largest number and the largest variables that go into my polynomial. And this is called factoring using GCFs. All right, so go ahead, try the you try, and then check the answers.